Thank you for joining us today for optimized retention and speeds by partnering with Vidgo. I want to first introduce myself. My name is James McKinley. I will be your host. I have the great Mike Schaefer, Vice President of Vidgo, who is also co-hosting with me today. That will be talking about some retention, how to optimize your retention, and some of our marketing uh, ads that we got for you today. Before I get started, I want to first let you guys know a little bit about MitoTec. We offer a full service personalized technology solution that creates an outstanding customer experience for wholesale and IT clients. We are a growth partner for VARs, WISPs, ISPs, MSPs, and telcos looking to optimize their product offerings and better serve every customer every time. Our goal is to build long-lasting relationships as a strategic partners as we keep you growing with your wholesale services like OTT streaming TV, VoIP, low-cost E911 services, and then soon we will be adding a white label wholesale alarm and automation product to both your existing customers and your new customers. We service you with a dedicated team of certified experts so you can create an outstanding customer experience. We are also a proud member of the Convergence family, CTI Connect, a leading distributor of fixed wireless, hardware, software, and world-class engineering. We're also a sister company of IPPay, credit card processing, financial services, and specialize in card not present credit card processing. We are a true one-stop shop for you guys. Let's get started. Let's get right into this thing here. I've been in this industry for now 15 years. And when I first started in this industry, the first thing that was being able to be resold by the ISP was wholesale VoIP. That was the first add-on service that was offered to all WIS and to resellers. Now the biggest add-on service that all WIS are looking for is TV. And why? Well, as many of us have already followed the trend of cutting the cord on cable, the numbers of cord cutting is predicted to reach 55.1 million in 2022. So that's a lot of people that you guys can start going after. As cord cutting grows, so does the concern of data caps. Many cord cutters are limited by data caps enforced by their ISPs. As streaming options grow to include 4K, the risk of going over your data cap increases. On average, the data cap in the US is about 1 terabyte a month, but caps can go as low as 150 gigabits. Now, does streaming affect your bandwidth? I guess we already know this answer. Video streaming is already a big thing in the entertainment industry. More people are getting a soft spot for streaming videos and audio. At the same time, companies like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV are offering an on-demand streaming service to meet this demand. Unfortunately, streaming uses loads of data in an era where internet data allowance is a reality. Let's start with a fun fact, right? So first, data is not free, and video uses a lot of data. Therefore, because your customers are streaming video on Netflix, they definitely are using a lot of data. Second, you ladies and gents are in the business to make money. That means that there's probably a cap in the data you're offering monthly and an extra charge for surpassing that set amount. This causes headaches for you and your subscribers as they want to watch as much content as possible, but their fear of going over their data or avoidance of extra charges, they're just trying to avoid that. Netflix, as you see on the screen, Netflix standard definition is 1 gigabit per hour. For high definition, it's 3 gigabits. For 4K Ultra, it's up to 7 gigabits an hour. YouTube TV, 720p, you're talking about 2 gigabits an hour, 1080p 3 gigabits an hour. And when you get to 4K, which a lot of people today is looking to do things in 4K. Everyone wants 4K. Is 16 gigabits an hour. And when we get to Hulu TV, they require about 3 to 4 per hour of streaming live TV. We're not talking about their content that they live live TV. They're talking about 3 to 4 megs. So one of our partners, Mountain West, provided us some information on how much data Vidgo uses per hour. So they got 1.1 gigabit per hour. Whereas, like I just showed you before, your other guys are at least up to seven or more per hour of data being used. If you notice on the screen, the test was ran with Roku devices, iPad, and an ISO device. You can see that the two portable devices barely hit the mark. The 1.1 gigabits per hour was mostly on that Roku device. So your customers who have kids who do nothing but watch TV on their small devices don't take much data at all. I got 3 girls myself, so they're always streaming something on tablet, on a phone. And hey, with Vidgo, when they're streaming Vidgo live TV, it's good to go. Don't have to worry about that data. So let's talk a little bit about speed. I'm sure many of you know, according to the FCC, an internet service must deliver a download speed of at least 25 megs and an upload speed of at least 3 megs to qualify as a broadband. In fact, the fact is, though, many of you WIS today are providing basic package as low as 10 by 5. One of our partners, base package, which is about 40% of his business, is that 10 by 5. So with these type of speeds, users are experiencing buffering, their difficulty of connecting to multiple devices, and other internet connection issues. So when we're looking at YouTube TV, and we're talking about live streaming now, we're not talking about content that's held back. We're talking about live streaming. YouTube TV takes about 13 megs for HD, 25 megs for 4K, right? YouTube TV also notes that you can still use their service with speeds that don't quite meet that bar. For example, you can stream HD video with a 7 meg download speed, but you're more likely to run into buffering issues. And that's the headache that each one of you guys are trying to avoid. Your customer calling you up saying, hey, I can't watch my YouTube TV. It's buffering, it's buffering, it's buffering. And then you have to go to the whole explanation of how internet works. They also say that you can also watch these speeds slower than 3 megs, but again, any content that may be loaded may slow down, and buffering is going to continue to happen. Hulu, we see it is at 8 megs. Hulu speed recommendations are based on picture quality and the type of content you're watching. They also recommend higher speeds for live content in the library. I'm sorry, higher speeds for live content than their library content. So again, when we were looking at the 3 and 4 megs, that was based on their content that they have in the library. But when you're talking about live streaming, they're recommending 8 megs or more. These recommendations are also bare minimum, but Hulu Selects always suggests a slightly faster connection to make sure you always get that video quality that your customer wants.
Oh, no, 24 off.
Philo, 13 megs. Recommendations for reliable HD, even with multiple streams or other devices used in the same network. So they're also recommending higher speeds. 7 megs for one stream of HD.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have DirecTV. DirecTV hits the mark at 12 megs for streaming live TV. Sling, 3 megs for portable devices and tablets. 5 megs for a single stream connected with devices like PCs and Macs. 25 megs or higher is recommended for households maintaining internet usage on multiple devices. Now, I already know many of you who have kids, there's always some type of streaming that is going on in your house. right? The kids are in the room streaming on their tablets or streaming on their TV. Wife is in the living room streaming something. You're in the room streaming something as well. So we're talking about 25 megs there. So my guy that's selling a 10 meg package, he still sees these streamings coming over his network, and it's killing him. And he's getting those calls. He's getting those headache calls saying, "Hey, why can I not watch live TV?" Well, we have a solution for you today. We have Vidgo. Vidgo streams 3 megs per device, and that's live TV. 3 megs per device, live TV. So you may say, well, who is Vidgo? Vidgo is a simple, affordable, and portable way to watch TV. It's a TV app that you can provide to your existing and new customers. You own the customer and you bill that customer directly while increasing your revenue stream monthly. It's designed here in the US by engineers who love to watch TV in the most effective way, on the go and in high def resolution. So, just to give you guys an example, I had a partner who was demoing this, and they throttled it down all the way to 1 meg, and they were able to still stream live TV with no buffering at all. And how about a couple of you guys that are on the airplane? If you're anything like me, I don't pay for the internet. I get the free internet. So I was streaming Vidgo with no problems at all, no buffing, perfect stream every time.
I don't know.
So if we're going to get a little technical about it, I know a lot of people, I've seen many posts on WizTalk saying, is there an IPTV solution out there? Well, I want to let you guys know today, Vidgo is an over-the-top streaming app. So this can work on multiple, any internet connected device. So we're talking about Roku, Amazon Fire TV, ISO devices, Android devices, tablets, Apple TV again, game consoles. You get the point, right? So anything that has an internet connection,
So
you can stream Vidgo.
you were saying what for every
So,
10
and on top of that, you will be also able to provide a service with 140 plus channels, cloud-based DVR, and an extensive on-demand catalog. And I'm talking about 14,000 plus video on demand. All those benefits are at a very affordable cost for your business. And another thing I would like to add to it is they also have what you call TV Anywhere. We have had an option. We had an issue where solar flare had hit, and a lot of people were watching the Sunday night the Sunday football game, and there was just nothing we can do. But guess what? You can go to the NFL app. You can put in your Vidgo credentials, and you can start streaming live TV right then and there, so you don't miss anything. Another great feature that they have is watch parties. So I know a lot of times when I was watching the sports and this football games, I am a Brady fan. Not a Tampa Bay fan, but a Brady fan. But as I was sitting there watching the games, I would go on the live chats and just have a good fun with people and meet new people and talk about the game. And a lot of people like to talk bad about Brady, but I'll stand up for him. But it's a great opportunity to be with friends and family who also have Vidgo. You guys can watch live movies together, and just with everything that's going on with the pandemic, you're not really able to get close to your friends and family. So this is just another way to be able to watch TV.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm going to go ahead and send it over to my buddy, my partner, my brother, my friend, Mike Schaefer. Mike Schaefer, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about our marketing assistance and how to get these customers closer?
Thank you, James. Uh, James had a really great introduction. I really appreciate it. We've been working together for almost a year and a half now. Almost a year now. It seems like a year and a half. I mean, we've been rocking and rolling with this thing. It's been great. So, real quick, so I think a lot of things that were said are spot on. We are a low bandwidth solution. Just as a background, Vidgo is a 5-year-old company. We were designed to work on 5G on wireless phones. Our early earliest adoption was through prepaid wireless stores. So again, I think the point is our service has an adaptive bit rate that works on 3G. So if it works on 3G, which is already being canceled and discontinued, it's going to work on your services. And I think one of the things that we really pride ourselves on is we are a technology company at our heart. We are soon to be a UI UX company as our services here in March 2022 begin to go through a total revision of the way the user interface is, which is going to be great from a marketing standpoint for everybody who's on board and who comes on board now. So one of the things that we learned over the past year is that our ISP partners have a lot of ambition. They're very entrepreneurial. And if you're like my family of entrepreneurs, you oftentimes bite off more than you can chew, and it just takes a little bit of time to kind of catch up with all of your ideas. And so one of the things that we've done over the past year is really try to take some of the marketing aspects that require the adoption of Vidgo through our ISP partners and make it easier. And what I mean by that is the lowest hanging fruit of every partnership that we bring on is really going to be the existing customer base. And although the existing customer base may or may not be ready for a streaming television service right now, you still want to start making the fact that you have streaming television an awareness about it. And so one of the things that we've tried to do is we tried to provide digital assets. So we brought on Gronk as a influencer last year for part of the football season. He was great. There's a video. There's some social media ads that can be posted on Facebook that we provide, and those are all available. And what we have is an asset Dropbox essentially that you can use on your website, that you can use on your Facebook posts, social media posts, etc. And so we'd like to make some of these things available to you. Also, some of the things that we like to make available to you is a website, collateral. So we'll start here with collateral. So we have a partnership with a company called Lorex. Lorex is well known in the ISP and rural markets as a provider of collateral, door hangers, yard signs, etc. And it's all customizable. We're actually in the process of updating it from football, going from football into more seasonality stuff, more of we're going to be talking about rodeos and some of the stuff. So more Americana, that type of demographic outreach. Our content does lean a little bit more rural and Americana, in that we have RFD TV and Cowboy Channel on our premium package, which speaks to the 4-H crowd, the ranchers, the farmers, and so we've tried to bring on some of that type of entertainment for them. And so anyway, so what we've done is we provide an asset Dropbox, which has a lot of resources in it. We also provide access to collateral that can be all customized with your logo, your phone number, your address, your URL, etc., your QR codes. We're big on QR codes because the lineup changes quite a bit. And what you see here, center of screen, is our Roku leave behind. And you'll find out later on in this that we actually offer Roku devices as part of our service. We can sell Roku devices at roughly 50% margins. So this is an example of some of our social media ads that you would find in the asset Dropbox. It's obviously this is Gronk, and we try to have different messaging. Right now we have a 7-day free trial messaging. You'll see a Hallmark messaging there because during the holidays, Hallmark was really big for us. Right now, obviously, we'd probably run a lot of news. So you see like Fox News, OAN, ABC News, Cheddar, Newsmax, etc. News Nation. So you'll see that we'll run a lot of our news. We actually brought on The First, which is Bill O'Reilly's channel, and we are anticipating that we'll probably have Daily Wire here sometime before the end of March as well. So we continue to bolster our news. We like to say we accelerate going live. So we know one of the biggest things that we run across is, most of our ISP partners work with smaller ad agencies, or they're doing the website updates themselves late at night after they're done climbing towers, answering customer service calls, and being part-time technicians. So what we've done is we've tried to make it easy. We have a website that can be co-branded. It's a web page. It's very similar to what Vidgo's webpage looks like. The only thing that's active on this page is the login. That login goes into a page for the customer that really only has no pricing. It only allows them to really it allows them to update their physical address, and allows them to update their password if they forget their password to log in. Other than that, it's a canned website. It has the logo of our partner, and that when somebody clicks on Get Started, it goes to the link that the partner designates. It's pretty straightforward. You guys give us a logo, you give us a link, we set up this page, we turn it over about 24 hours. You'll have a web page. Other partners of ours, if you'll see a little small picture on the far right-hand side, that long picture there on the right, that's GTech. They're a great partner out of near Corpus Christi in South Texas. They created their own website using assets. They found the asset Dropbox. They pulled some assets of their own, they had some imagery that they bought rights to that they wanted to create. So they did that, and they just run it by us, and we say, okay, thumbs up, go ahead and publish. That's basically it. What you see there on the right there with 55, 69, and 30, that's where the Get Started link goes for Mountain West. It goes to a web page that has a questionnaire. Basically, it's the form that they fill out and say, okay, we'll contact you to reach out for service. Now, if you're interested in trying to make money from your existing customers while you're asleep at night, you don't want to get the customer, your customer care, customer support, or sales teams engaged, or you just want to have an opportunity to engage your existing customers, we created a process that we call the automated existing customer solution. What that does is it allows us to sign up customers using tokenized emails that say these are customers of yours that you are currently billing. You have a relationship with them. You own that customer. You're confident that if that customer signs up for service, that you can bill them. And the reason why we have to be confident in that is because what this AECS does is it actually sends out emails. We produce and create emails that are Vidgo marketing emails that talk about the service, talk about a low bandwidth option, talk about the 110 channels. Go back real quick because I want to talk about the tokenized stuff. So one of the things that what we want to do is we want to make sure that the customer information is secure. So what we do is we tokenize that information. They tokenize the email. So what you see there on the left-hand side is a customer email address. On the right-hand side, you see this crazy list of alphanumeric token. And what that does is when somebody when they click on the link in the email, it tells us that that customer belongs to you and it's secure. Next slide, James. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. So what happens is an email goes out and they'll receive an email that says, hey, look, click on this, and it drives them to this web page. This is a pick a plan page for our AECS. And what this is, it's a custom page. You see on this particular example, it says fourway.net in the upper left-hand corner. You'll see there that the premium package is selected. It's the bigger button in the middle, premium package with DVR. And you'll even see it says $69 and a $10.95 savings. That number there is actually specific to the four-way. So if you have a different price, you have a different bundle, or you don't want a bundle, we take out the word bundle. But some of this stuff is customized to fit your messaging. And again, the last name and email address of the customer that's put into this must match, which is why we tokenize it. Because here's what happens. That customer clicks on Get Started, and that customer will receive all of their confirmation, their password, their welcome email from Vidgo with your information, but they'll receive all of that information, and they'll be able to start utilizing Vidgo right away. They don't have to call customer service. You're not even engaged. You'll actually get an email. You'll tell us where you want an email notification to be sent, and they'll start watching Vidgo right away. So if they sign up on a Saturday night to watch a hockey game, right, playing on NHL Network, then they'll be able to watch that game immediately. So this is a solution that we built internally, and it's available to our customers. What we would need is an email address, essentially, your customer email and first name, last name, email address. We tokenize it. Again, security, security, security. We don't use your information. We don't sell your information. It is strictly just to run a campaign where we reach out to your customers every 14 to 21 days, right? We want to have a cadence of impressions because customers may or may not be ready to sign up for service. They may be on DirecTV. They may be on AT&T Direct. They may be on Sling. They may be on YouTube TV, right? They may be in the middle of a service, but we want to reach out to them and let them know that this service is available. Remember, it takes 3 to 4 impressions before a customer sort of becomes comfortable with the fact of a new service and adding it. And that's, again, we want to add bundle services, increase retention, 5 times less likely to churn off your service. So this is what happens. They sign up, they get this service. Next slide, James. After they sign up for service during our 7-day trials, what they'll do is they'll receive emails over the next 7 days, and they'll receive 4 emails. On the first day that they sign up, they receive their information. You guys actually will receive a notification that customer signed up for service. Here's his email address. Here's the service that he signed up for. Then over the course of 7 days, we want to reach out to them and say, hey, we want you to know that you're in the middle of your 7-day trial. While the 7-day trial promotion is going on, right? Just because this is actually the 7-day trial is a promotion. It's not like it may not be consistent forever. But while during this promotion, we reach out to them. The customer will hear things like, Cowboy Channel and RFD TV and DVR are only available in the premium package. If you want to upgrade to the premium package, maybe sign up for Plus, reach out to, in this case, Mountain West. And you can see here on these emails that we actually customize the emails with logos, phone numbers, text messaging numbers, email addresses, URLs. So we want them to reach out to you in order to upgrade, downgrade, renew service, whatever. We want them to reach out to you because you are our first line of customer service. You own the customer relationship. Again, all we're doing is we are assisting in the marketing process. We have the ability to send out emails on a regular cadence. You don't have to worry about that. You can do what you do best. Maybe that way you can focus on social media posts. You can focus on maybe Google or however you guys are doing your marketing. We can handle some of this email stuff, take some of that stress off of you. And again, that's what AECS is for. And James, I will just say this one last thing about AECS. We have run, we've now run our first full-fledged email drop. We sent out just about 6,000 emails. We had a 65% open rate, which means 65% of the people that received the email actually opened the email. That number blows away sort of the industry standards. Typical open rate is around 10%. High numbers are 30%. So like on an ad that people really want to see, they typically see 30% open rate. We saw 60% open rate. So it tells us that existing customers of our ISP partners are interested in streaming services. Of those, we saw a 6% click-through on the emails. Again, that's a really good number. The industry average for a click-through is just under 2%, 1.9. A really good click-through rate is about 3%. We're double that at 6%, and then a high percentage would be about 10%. So again, we are rocking it when it comes to engagement, when it comes to these emails. So we expect those to continue. So with that said, we have the Roku bundle. I think it's pretty straightforward. We sell Roku devices. We have Roku Premier 4Ks. We sell these because we know that the best customer experience on Vidgo right now is through Roku. However, that is about to change. It is our flagship device integration because we have a great relationship with them. We were able to get Roku devices for $25. That's $25 with shipping. So these are $40 devices. If you go look on Amazon or Best Buy or Target, they're $40 devices. So these are these Roku devices we make available at a case of 12 for $300. again, these are good to put on a technician's truck. They can go in and offer them as devices. They can even set them up. We highly encourage our partners to kind of keep these on their trucks so that they can be used. We have flyers, like I said, that actually tell customers how to use a Roku device. You see an excerpt of the flyer here on the right-hand side. And these leave behinds can be customized with your information, with your QR codes. We actually encourage the ISP to print these out. We have a black and white version that can be printed out in your home printer. And then again, like I said, you can leave these behind, or you can leave them with the customer after you've installed it, so that they can basically use it as an instruction manual how to navigate Vidgo through Roku devices. Again, this is great to have. We have excellent pricing on it. But here in March, we're going to see Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, iOS and Android. Actually, I'm testing this is March 2022, but I'm actually testing the whole new interface with our iOS. So it looks fantastic. So with all the VOD content we have, we're now playing above big boy level because we're able to take all the best practices with our interfaces. So anyways, long story short, we have Roku bundles. With regards to our promotional through March of 2022, if you guys can get on board quick enough, if we can get your customer information fast enough, there's still an opportunity here to turn these customers into a higher margin opportunity through the end of March. Through the end of March, we have promo pricing at $35 for the $55 rate plan. So what that means is the promo cost that's how much the wholesale cost is to you on a $55 rate plan. $55 is what we charge for the rate plan. And that $55 plus package is sort of our core. It was base. It's I can tell you this, the price that's probably going to go up. So you can lock your customers in for 2 years on a $55 package. That's one of the benefits of working with MitoTec and Vidgo, is that your customers are locked into their rate plan for 24 months. So unlike a Spectrum or a YouTube TV that can increase your price month over month because they're a prepaid and they only take prepaid, they oftentimes will just increase your price, expecting you to pay. So with that said, though, on the $79 rate plan, the promo cost is $40. Normally it's $59, so there's normally a $20 delta, but here you can see there's actually a what is that, James? That's a $40 delta. So that's a pretty big delta there. So you guys could offer it for $69 and still make a pretty good print some money here, $20 commission on that. And again, this is wholesale, so you are recognizing the revenue. It's important. This is your ARPU increase, so you know that your revenue per user will go up just by having Vidgo. And so again, normal price is $59 on that $79 rate plan, normally a $20 margin in there. But if you can get them onboarded and we can get some emails out for you, we can potentially sign up 10, 20 customers and increase your margins a little bit. But again, this is not 100% margin play. Obviously, the Vidgo Plus has only got $5. When you talk about the regular cost, it'll come in April. This is really about retention and ARPU. Yes, you'll make some margin. It'll be worth your time to sell it especially on the premium package. In the premium package, it says 127 channels. It's added about 150 channels. So we are just at 148 channels, and we are adding more on a weekly basis. We just added like G4, which is a gaming channel. It's one of the popular gaming channels. And we just added the first, which I said was the Bill O'Reilly channel. So again, we continue to add channels to that premium package. DVR is only available on the premium package. So again, there are reasons for that. There are reasons why your customers will want the premium package.
And Mike, I want to add,
yeah.
The reason I know a lot of people are looking at the Vidgo Plus package and saying, well, that's only $5. That's only $5 when it goes back to the regular pricing. This program was designed for you guys to push the Vidgo Premium package, where you got the bigger margins, $20 more. Right now, like Mike said, you can basically make $40 off that program. But the reason why the reason why the plus package was allowed to be able to be sold through you guys, because we didn't want you guys to run into customers who nowadays, they Google, everyone Googles, and they Google and they look up Vidgo and they say, well, I see something that says I want the $55 package. And then you're like, oh, well, I can't sell it to you. You got to go to Vidgo. So we didn't want you guys to look like you're selling for Vidgo. So that's the reason why we allowed it to be able to be offered, just in case you get those customers who just says, oh, well, I just want the 50, I just want the 100 plus channels. I don't need DVR. I like VOD. So we wanted to make sure you guys are not losing a customer. And then you guys, again, making the customer more stickier. They're 5 times likely to stay on with you guys, be loyal to any other add-ons that you have, maybe VoIP, maybe this home security that we're coming up with, but it really makes the customer a lot stickier. So I'm sorry, Mike, I just wanted to point
No,
that out.
it makes sense. You just what you don't want to do is turn away a customer because they see something else. Like all of our ISPs lead with premium for the most part. We have one that sells a ton of plus, but he's selling those. He's worked out a deal with a local apartment complex, so that's why he sells the plus, right? And so that it's for him, it's a lot easier just to move those. But for most of our ISPs, the premium package is the way to go, because they can offer it's the only one that has RFD TV, it's the only one that has OAN plus, it's the only one that has the Cowboy channel, etc. James, one more thing about the pricing is that there is a 3-month package in there that we have turned on and made available. And what that is allows you to sign up a customer for 3 months of service right out the gate. You collect a pretty heavy, that customer is locked in for 3 months. Again, that's a retention play. It's a retention play for us, a retention play for you. During the promo period, obviously you can if you sell it for $199. That's how we sell it on vidgo.com at $199, but that's only limited to our call center. We do that as a win back. But normally that the regular cost on that to you is $177. It's at $120. If, for example, you wanted to run a promo through the end of March and you came on board quick enough and we wanted to add a Roku device, you could really sell this thing for $150. Again, not a lot of margin there because $120 would be the cost, $25 would be the cost for the Roku device. It's a marketing cost. You make $5 on it. But here's the thing. What you get for that $5 is you get a customer that's on your service for 3 months and you increase your ARPU. Then what happens in month 4 after they've been on the service for 3 months? They renew. We know from our information, our churn rate within this channel, the ISP channel, we're churning less than 20%. So we have over 80% sticky rate. It's blowing our minds, truthfully. And so we want more. So you'll see us do more out of this channel because we love the customer. But yeah, this is a great opportunity. Again, I want you to try to think of this as retention and ARPU, and margins will come, or the money will come. So, with that said, I think again, this is a great way to expand your offering. This is a great way to increase your ARPU. This is a great way to increase your retention. It's an add-on service everybody's looking for. There's never going to be a silver bullet. Right. This is what's going to be great about this. What's great about this is because we've built some systems, we can start providing you with impressions that, hey, you've got streaming service. We help with all of that. And what this does is it allows you to talk about newer other products, other services. It allows you to talk about things that are relevant. Make sure you got your news. I mean, right now, news is we're all watching the news to some degree. Unless you're like, I sometimes I just can't stand it, right? But again, we have something for everybody. I think that's really the message here, especially with the VOD. We didn't even talk about the fact that we have all of season 4 of Yellowstone, right? We don't talk about that we have all of We have all of The Good Doctor, or your Survivor, or your ESPN 30 for 30s, or all of that stuff is on VOD. So again, we have something for everybody. And I think it's going to be it's a great offering. And look, just jump on board. We'll help shepherd you through this process. And long term, it's better to offer this. Again, you're going to make money on the bandwidth that you're providing.
Right.
If you're providing tons of bandwidth, you might also want to make money on it. I think that's
Right.
the other message here. So.
Well, you know what? Let me add too. As this year was going by, and again, I've been in this industry now for 15 years, and those who did want to try to add TV, which we are talking about IPTV at the time, they're talking about they had to pay over $100,000 plus just to build out the head ends. And then after they do that, then they got the final portable device that can stream over, operate through their TV. Then they got to go and talk to the ESPNs, the Fox, the Disney, all the other channels that they have. And Mike, I hope you don't mind me sharing this little bit of information here. We're actually talking to CBS to add on net services, and they're talking about $24 million. So if you do have 100 grand to put up head ends, if you do have a portable device, and you do have the money to be able to talk to a CBS, hey, by all means, go for it. We're talking about a service right now, though, that is an over-the-top service. There's no upfront cost to you. We help you out with all the marketing systems that Mike just spoke about. Marketing systems where you can literally make money in your sleep. You just wake up, you got notified that you got 5 new customers. No one needs to pick up a phone. We want you to pick up the phone, but for those customers, existing customers, you're able to go ahead and just retain all that revenue to yourself. And again, you own the customer. And matter of fact, right now, if you look at your network, you're seeing people stream all types of live TV, and you're not getting anything out of it but headaches. So again, this is a program that has over 140 plus channels. DVR, for over 14,000 VOD, no upfront cost, no commitment. So, I never preach this, having a service and having it in back pocket. I always want you to pull it out your pocket and always sell it. But you having this add-on is just does nothing but benefit you and have your customers be a little bit more stickier. You agree, Mike?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. This is
So, oh, I'm sorry, you gonna say?
no, this is a service you should be offering. It's
So no
without
brainer.
a doubt. Well, and now here's the thing. There's no exclusivity. There's no minimum guarantees. There's just, I
Right.
mean, look, we're going to help you. I think that's at the end of the day. I don't care if you have 50 customers or 10,000 customers. We'll help you, and we'll help you bring on new customers. And so again, I mean, there's no better time to jump on board, truthfully.
Amen. Amen. So to end this up, wrap this up right now, if you need any more details, we can have a one-on-one, me and Mike, with me or my co-worker and partner in crime, Joe Regan. Just send us an email, give us a call. We're more than welcome to have a one-on-one with you, more detailed information, show you how the portal looks, how everything it works and combines together. Send you out a demo to check it out for 7 days, and you can see for yourself how the system works. Anything else you want to add, Mike?
No, we love jumping on calls. We love
Yes.
talking through stuff. We really just, I mean, again, I think it's really important for us that we do a good job of educating everybody and really just, again, helping out. That's what we do.
And for a lot of you guys who has been through some other programs that are out there, I'm not going to mention no names, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. We're not going nowhere. We're here.
No,
We're here.
we have 3-year contracts with all our network partners. So
Yep,
you're in pretty good shape.
in good shape. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us today, and hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Thanks, James.